In towards the berm, very quick through there, oh he's gone! Look, got the bone shaker to go for him first, they've done that, oh look at that! Straight over the top of the bales.
What's up everyone, welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes and tons of laughs. Let's go.
Floor and off they go, and it's extremely steep at the top as you can see. The first, oh he's lost it already! That is for sure. But as they always like to do, they'll try and get to the finish, but this is by no means a fall. That gives you an indication of just how fast. Oh, he's gone again! I was just about to say, and they'll try and pick him up, dust him down, and that might be the best way to go. This line, but not how they wanted to. What about the time? 1 minute 20 mark, and you never know on a day like this. That might well be competitive, because this is one heck of a difficult circuit. We know it's steep and we know it's fast and we don't think it's going to last very long. Oh, there he is straight away. They've actually got an engineer in their team, but maybe he's keeping that quiet. Maybe just to keep it straight. There's the bone shaker. Oh, he's shaking him off. The bone... Trying to get the legs wide to get some balance, but it's just not going in a straight line, is it, this one? Granny Mahal. On this course today, with this steepness at the top, not too many. They're all enjoying it, aren't they? And over the floor, that last little ramp, there we go. It's not too bad, really. I thought that might be a bigger time than that. Hey, even this early in the competition, not too many are going to get down this steep hill in one piece. Filling out from the back, he's enjoying it already. Oh, there goes his hat. That's the first problem. Look how fast he's flying down here, but can he go? Oh, no, he can't. Look at that. The berm is where it... He's trying so hard to pull the brake on, but it didn't do any good at all. And look at that for a rebellion job, but he's going to make it all the way down to the bottom, albeit with that big off halfway down, and in a time of 56 seconds. That would have been so...
What happened? You lost the helmet, but you didn't decide to brake?
No, that was the plan, just straight...
Off they go. Oh, the early speed, oh, the early wobble, and then the straw bales, and he's out. He's out! I think because there's not much left of it. That wheel is not in great shape, is it? Oh, he's gone again! He's gone again! He's gone again! Oh, carry it down, fellas. What's the time? 1 minute. There we go, look. Ooh. That'll leave a mark. So far, nobody's made it down unscathed. The driver, by the way, Nathan's a bit of a moonwalker. Down this steep hill, 20% incline, loads of speed over the bone shaker. And it's doing what they said it would. Can they get around the berm? Yes, they can. The brakes were used there, and it's over this little ramp, which shouldn't test it too much. And you can see just how it slows the course down. Relax the rest of the way. There they are at the finish. 41. Most significant thing is they are the first team to make it down without a crash. Probably picked this one, and it's already in terrible shape at the top. Look at it at the back, he can't keep it straight. That's what it looks like from the inside. Ben is the driver. That's the bone shaker. Oh, it's gone now, look. Oh, dear. Still they go. Go on, boys. Still a fair way to go. Oh, he's lost it again, look. Dear me, they can't believe it. There we go. 1:33. Lessons to be learned, I think, for Team Killer Unicorn. The design process let them down a lot. You've got a hill as steep as this. Down it goes. The wood might crack, but the brakes are good. Let's find out. Oh, he's gone straight away. That's a huge off. He's okay. Down towards the bottom, breaking up as it goes. Quite quick again now, though. Look at it now. Certainly hurtling down this course again. Oh, he's lost it on the berm. Yes, he has. On they go. Over the ramp, down towards the finish line. They will post a time, 1 minute and 12 seconds with 2. Look at this. Over he goes. He knows he's lost it. He knows. Look at his face. It tells the story. Oh, don't stand there. So count on Dracula. They aren't his feet, by the way, that you can just see popping out the front unless he's about 19 foot tall. The coffin hurtling down. He's enjoying it at this stage, isn't he? Look at that. Got to get around the berm. Yep, through there, no problem. Now, can he keep some momentum? It's steep at the top, much flatter towards the bottom. the finish line. He's done really well in a time of 58 seconds. He's engaged, he's at the finish, and he's got the longest legs any of us have ever seen. We will wait and see. They've got slight concerns over the wheel, the brakes, the steering, and the seat. Too sure about this one early on. He's not in control, is he? The soapbox is in control of the driver. Still keeping it going, though. Now, there's the straw bale. There's the straw bale. There's the bone shaker that was shaking them up a little bit. Down towards the finish line. What have we got? 57 seconds. The soapbox steered him down. Colin, the driver, was being steered by the soapbox. There goes Ecto 1. Down it goes. The onboard camera showing just how steep and fast it is. Sometimes you pick up that much speed, you just can't control the soapbox, and that might be the problem here. Well, he's around the berm, the first one, oh! He can't get around the... Good job the fence was there, he would have been off and into the crowd. They're not his teeth, but I'm going to drag him down to the bottom. 57 seconds, not too bad at all. Look at that. Oh, they knew he was coming. Down they go, that really steep part. Oh, he's gone! He's gone straight away. It's a good job that's not a genuine fella on the front. He's still kicking along, whether he's... Oh, now you can tell it's definitely not a real man. Down the steep part of the circuit. He's gone face first into the hay bales. Still quite a way to go. There's the berm, look. And they're desperately trying to get this soapbox down towards the finish. If they can make it, down they go. One more collapse for the cyclist. Push him up again, that's it. Get down towards the finish line, and there we go. Oh, they've got to get at the end. There we see it, look. Over that bone shaker, and it shook every bone in the mannequin's body.
Where you're going? 1 minute he was like, I'm just now, and then he was like, I'm no forward. But absolutely incredible. The fans loved you guys.
And we're hoping that this one fares better than the one we saw on either side of the break. Down we go, lots of speed at the top. This very, very steep circuit. Not very long, very steep, very fast, very difficult to control. And backwards into the bales. Off they go again. Crazy Coffin back in a straight line. Around the berm, ooh, crikey. There's a cameraman just there. Here, over we go, ooh. And they carry Crazy Coffin down to the finish. Here we see it again. That's the first spin, backwards into the bales, but all the spectacular... Oh, look at that. Phil, the cameraman, just managed to lean back in time. That's the shot. Look how close it was. Whether they can do a fast time remains to be seen. They've lost a piece already, but that's okay. Loads and loads of speed struggled to do. Well, he's been able to do that. Look how quick he is through there. That's as good as we've seen at that section of the course. As he hurtles down towards the finish, he can smile as well from Jumbo Breakfast Roll. 37 seconds, what about that? He knew at this point that he was onto a good thing. He kept it straight, kept it fast, and they've set the mark to like a sheep pen. Whether it's good downhill, we'll wait and see. And the early indications are that it's not, because he's hit the bale straight away there. Too sure at the moment. He's trying to lean. Oh, he's got to get long. He's trying to lean. You can't use your body in it. There's the onboard. That's what it looked like to the driver. He knew, didn't he, early that he was going there. Trying to get to the finish line. Oh, around the berm, just held it there. Still they go, look, towards the finish line in a time of 1:23. A sheep pen down St. Patrick's Hill. It's a recipe for disaster. Ooh. Oh, look at that. It's made out of a steel space frame with motorcycle wheels, and they tell us great brakes, we'll see. It's also make it difficult to control. It's so far so good though, isn't it? It's where it tends to ask you the question, there's the berm, but we can't control it. Couldn't get it round the berm, and now they've got no alternative with that buckled front wheel. They will make it to the bottom. 1:03. Look at that for a shot. That's how close it was.
Really ploughed clean over the berm. I thought he was just going to drive over it.
I think the cameraman...
Axle of Evil with lots and lots of speed at the top. The driver is Mark, who's over the bone shaker device, but it seems to be working okay. Oh, look at the speed here. Through the berm. Oh, he couldn't hold it and he's rolled it. It's as fast as we've seen anybody today. but too much speed going into the berm. Trump's head on the way down, and that's what's left of the soapbox. Now they're going to finish 1:33. It's not what they can win, and at that stage they got a chance. At that stage they got none. There it is, just couldn't stop it quickly enough. We have got an exploding device on this soapbox, we're told, and chocolates may well spray into the crowd, as you spotted at the top, which it's taken a while. Anyway, taste the rainbow chocolates if you see them. There's the exploding chocolate box, and there's the berm. Oh, didn't do the berm, did he? Good old leprechauns on hand to... Oh, there's the chocolate box exploding, there we go. It's all looking promising at this stage, but they just can't get around the berm. Certainly the place to be standing today, isn't it, on that berm? It's the most spectacular part of the course because they're carrying so much speed into that section. He's wearing protection, as he told us, and he's got a handbrake between his legs. Apart from that, everything really quick down there. Over he goes, over that little bone shaker. He's got the berm to come, and he's just relaxed a little bit, and he's gone into the straw bales, look. And he's collected some of the branding, but he's managed to get rid of that, which means he avoids the berm. He's starting to celebrate, and he's over that. Scathed as we stand. He's got to get to the finish, though. He'll have to push it, and over he goes. It was looking so promising. He might just have taken his eye off the ball.
Bit of a shame.
First time I used the brakes, so I did a skid into the bales.
Now you're talking. Fantastic work, put it there. Go and just put your feet up and...
Can do. Then off they go. Oh, he's lost it already. He's gone already. You can't spin it there. See if we can get this run well and truly moving. It looks like it's got the potential to be quite a quick soapbox. Still got to get round the berm, which is not easy. He's gone through there and a push. On he goes down towards the finish, and let's have a look at the time. 1:07. This is where it all started to go wrong, didn't it? Look at the wheel go at the front, then of course the back end comes round, and you... So far so good though. On the way down, bounces over the bone shaker, the wheel's still in... Straw bales helped him there. Warren, the driver, so far... Oh, he's lost the back end, there's half of it gone. Going forward, and he's loving it in there. Over the next little jump there, towards the finish line. 45 seconds, that's not bad at all. I think they thought they were going to. Really good run. And apply it to road racing. So what could go wrong? Looks the part, doesn't it? Whether that propeller gets in the way, we'll wait and see. They made a solid start, though, at the top soapbox circuit. Down they go over the bone shaker, no problem through there. Here's the berm. And he managed to get the brakes on in time to get through there. Momentum to keep the speed up towards the bottom section of the circuit. He thinks he has. Down towards the finish line and over. They came here hoping to do well, and that's exactly what they've done.
They was wiped out, but thankfully it didn't need to do that.
You made it pretty cleanly in the end. Put it there.
There goes Green Machine with lots and lots of speed at the top, but there's no surprise there. I'm not quite sure where he can see. Oh, there he is, just through that dark window there. Speed towards the bottom. Oh, he's gone at the berm. Down to the bottom. He's having a good old push behind, isn't he? Over the... Oh, he's gone! He's gone! And he's not even red in the face, look. He doesn't mind. Over the finish line, 1:03. A tremendous amount of credit. Looks so good at this stage. Over they go.
Are you all right?
Never been better.
There was so much conviction in your...
Off they go, picking up speed. Doing OK. Oh, no, they're not. Thought they were doing OK. Then they started to go, which is astonishing, really. Over the bone shaker, wobbling all over the place. He can hardly steer it, look. Towards the berm, it's tricky here. Around the berm he goes. Oh, he's managed to do it, has he? No, oh, not quite. He's stuck on the berm. Again. Over that little ramp towards the finish, and can he nurse it down over the line? Yes, he can. 55 seconds. Speed there, and that left front wheel just started to buckle underneath, and he lost all momentum around that second berm. Performance at the top, anyway. There's the soapbox model on a goose that looks nothing like a goose. It's basically a chicken coop on 4 wheels, and now it's on its roof. What's it going to be like over there? It's OK. Oh, it's just about OK. Picking up a bit more speed now. There's the berm. Oh, yeah. Yep, he's through there. Is he? No. Yeah, no. Almost there. Wobble again. There we go towards the finish line. What's the time? 1:16. They didn't give him a push until he got past the finish line. That's when he lost it at the top. Oh, look at his face. He felt that. What he can do, he's promising big things. Can he deliver? Down goes the Red FM Rebel Rocket. Over the bone shaker, no problems through there. Still in one piece and going strong and going quick for the berm. That's the big question. No, he's through there okay. No problem at this stage. And this Rebel Rocket is on the way down, although losing speed towards the bottom, the finish line. So he's going to have to do this himself. And we get the time registered at 45 seconds through the berm. It was okay, managed to get the brakes on in time, but by doing that, lost too much momentum towards the bottom. And it's nice and quick at the top. Here's the bone shaker. Seems to be slightly imbalanced, doesn't it? Leaning to one side already. In towards the berm. Very quick through there. Oh, he's gone. Look at that. Watch this. Wow. That's as spectacular a crash as we've seen all day. The front wheel completely gone on the left side. They're finding it really hard to move at this stage, the boys. Wow. Thankfully, it's in one piece. They want to win today and become heroes, role models and mentors. That's the power at this stage. He said he's bodged the brakes, which would concern me a little bit. Here we go towards the berm, if he can get there. Well, you've got to carry it. There's no other choice. Down to the finish line, 1:08. You've got nowhere left to go.
The vehicle was strong enough, the wheels weren't.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Archaeologists, and I'm just looking at the design of this one. I'm not necessarily sure they can see that well, which those little small wheels as well might make it difficult to control when the speed gets particularly high. Got the bone shaker to go for it first. They've done that. Oh, look at that! Straight over the top of the bales. And look at this through there. Didn't roll it initially. They're going to try and push it down to the bottom. Set a time. Great spirit here in Cork today, as there always is around the soapbox race. 1:05. There's that spectacular crash. Rode along the top of the straw bar to the circuit. There's the bone shaker. No problem through there. Can he keep the... Oh, he's lost a little bit of time there because he spun it. Too much speed. All the speed coming down here. Started to line it up for the berm and he lost it there. And they've not been able to see it through. Around the berm we go, but all that early promise at the top has come to nothing at this stage. The berm as well, over the jump towards the finish line, and the time is 51 seconds. Top turned out to be cheap talk from the Red Arrow. Gets onto the circuit here in Cork. Down we go. The hippies chasing after it. Oh, he's gone straight into them to steer. If you just go straight, look at those silly little wheels at the front. They've got no chance with that. Straight into the straw. Back they go, look, with the team chasing behind over the bone shaker. Little bit wobbly still, and straight into the straw again. Is there anybody in there? Around the berm, just about. No speed through there, though. It's really difficult to control now. She's been stood there a while. Over that ramp now. And over the finish line at last. The happy...
But you made it. The back's kind of missing. But are you happy? You're a happy hippie?
Oh, fantastic. It's great.
We're going to go cruise the countryside.
We're going to do it again.
Why not?
There they go. They're all friends. Mickey's the driver, and he's set off very, very fast. He's going over that first ramp, the bone shaker, wobbling through there, but speeding down the course towards the berm and around it. Got the brakes on in time as he flies down the circuit, over the final ramp. Down they go. He's over the finish line. 47 seconds. It was quick at the top and not so quick at the bottom, and that's what cost them in the end. Known each other since high school. There's part BMX, part wheelchair, and a couple of kegs strapped to this, and it's really quick at the top, isn't it? Around the berm, and he's kept speed and momentum through there, which not many, and to try and set a good time, running out of steam towards the end, just enough to get to the finish line. What about the time? 41 seconds. Who's taking away the prizes from Cork today?